Today, we're starting off our F1 2019 career mode. This is Triple Crown Racing. Let's get into it. Welcome along to this brand new series. Welcome to our F1 2019 career mode, where we'll be starting off with F2.
In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
So for this series, I'll actually let you guys select the teams that I choose for each part of my career, and the team that you guys chose to start off this series was Carlin, and I'll be going with the McLaren Driver Academy.
Carlin's new driver really commanding the race here. Devon Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship. And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
So here we are about to have our first ever go for career mode in the 2018 Formula 2 car. Now the lights will come on in a moment's time and we'll be given full control of this car. And we'll see how it is. The lights are coming on, 2 to go, 1 to go, and we are driving the Formula 2 car. And we're already under pressure from Lucas Weber. And so far, well, here are my opinions of this game so far. The throttle is like a switch, so as you can see I'm losing the back end of the car very, very early on. I played a little bit of this game before I got into it, and I find the cars very difficult to control, but regardless, we'll do our best to do well. So anyway, we are under pressure from Lucas Weber, and we have a turbo failure as well, so it'll be difficult to actually defend against him. Even at full throttle, he's got DRS, I don't. He's got a turbo, I don't. So Lucas Weber is going through, and Nick de Vries has also seized the opportunity as well to go by on the main straight. Both of those cars with DRS and more power than me. And it looks like I'm just going to have to let those guys go. So I'll be defending from Fukuzumi behind me, and we'll see how we do. And we will still try and catch Nick de Vries. As you can see, we have a bit of a run on him through here, but I don't think we'll be able to keep up with him for very long. And we have a little bit of a look down the inside, and we are quite close to him, but it doesn't, with that little slide there, we won't be able to get past him. So again, that's me still learning the handling model of this game, and that makes it very, very difficult to race with other people. Now, fast forward to the final lap of the race, because nothing really interesting happened. I managed to hold on for P7. Devon Butler has taken the checkered flag. He's obviously our main rival that we don't like. And we take the checkered flag, and we've come home at P7. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do any better than that.
It's a well-deserved victory for Dams then, after that breathtaking race. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Dams are your winners today.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview.
Okay, we're all set over here.
Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in?
The team are doing a fantastic job, and it helps that Lucas Webber is an exceptional driver.
Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas?
It was the right decision. We're a team, and any order is for the benefit of the team.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Hey, look, I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact! Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Don't give up. You're still in this race.
So we've been given front wing damage, and we have to fight our way back through the field, or at least attempt to fight our way back through the field. And we are once again in control of this Formula 2 car. Jack Aitken is a bit of a distance behind us, and Gunther is, well, he's 3.1 seconds up the road. So we'll do our best to catch him, and as you can see again, I'm struggling a little bit with traction. Unfortunately, nothing really else interesting happens in that race. It was pretty much me just holding up Delatraz and some of the guys behind him as well. But I was able to hold them up, and we've come home P11. Unfortunately, no points in this particular scenario.
Bad luck. It just was not
Still
day
struggling a little bit with the handling model in this game, however I'm sure once I adjust to it, I will be a lot better at this game. And this was only my first or second day actually playing the game, so I think we've done okay.
A great win then for the Dams team today. So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. Absolutely congratulations are in order here. That was a spectacular race and a fantastic drive from our win. I think though that after the race there's going to be a lot of eyes on Devon Butler regarding that collision. He's been very lucky today, in more than one way. Lucky to have walked away, lucky to have only received a penalty. It's a shame his rivals wasn't equally lucky today.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today.
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it. It seems to me that collision with Devon clearly cost you a lot of time. Are you disappointed with the final result?
A little, yes, but this race is finished and now I'm focusing on the next one.
So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon?
It was a huge gap, but you just have to race and see what happens.
I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances?
Our results are a reflection of the incredible work of the entire team.
Appreciate your time.
Hey, Devon! Devon, stop!
Not now, I'm busy.
Hey! What are you doing out there? Seriously.
I'm gonna celebrate my excellent drive.
We saw what you did. It was reckless. You should have been black flagged.
Yeah, and I wasn't because it was my line. You were in my space. You shouldn't have been. Next time, stay out of my way.
No! Someone could have been hurt.
And that didn't happen, so what's your problem?
My problem is that your actions out there are too dangerous.
Listen, contact happens, okay? I took my penalty, but I kept it focused, kept it smooth, and came out on top. That's racing. I need to grovel to you every time I make a tough move. You want to play race director? Then quit driving and take the job. Until then, I don't owe you anything.
Devon, you don't get it. It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Look, you grab your space on the track, and then it's all or nothing. That's just how it goes. And anyway, you still couldn't beat me, even with my penalty. So no hard feelings, okay? Not from my end anyway. Chin up.
So now we're moving on to the final event of the Formula 2 Championship. I've driven the car a little bit, so let's see how we do in this event.
So here we are in Abu Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped. So the Yas Island circuit offers 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of excitement for the fans, no doubt. Joining me for one last time here this year is Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I'm glad you're here because I think I'm going to need help processing all this. Surely, this is as exciting as it gets.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. It's the perfect finale. 2 drivers, rivals of season, now going into the final race tied on points, both way out in front at the top of the standings. Meaning whichever of these 2 drivers cross the line first will be crowned the champion. I can't wait.
Okay,
So here we are on the grid just before the start of our final race in Formula 2. I'm just having a look at the setup to see if there's anything we can do. However, I do eventually just decide to go with the standard setup. In this race, obviously, we have to beat our rival Devin Butler in order to win the championship. And we'll also see how our teammate Lucas Weber comes into play in this race as well. So here we are, on the grid before the final race in Formula 2. The lights are coming up. We're revving up to 9,000 RPM, and it's a lights out, and away we go. We've gotten a relatively good start, and it looks like we might be able to overtake Giotto, but we get a little bit loose off the start as well. Louis Delatraz looks to be making a move, and he goes down the inside. He makes contact with Lucas Weber. It's 3 wide off the corner, but we've gone up into 5th place behind George Russell, and we are well and truly underway, and it's a very, very chaotic start to this final race in Formula 2, and now we have to chase down George Russell and Devin Butler in front of him. We gained a lot on George Russell in the braking zone there, and we'll see if we can make a move onto him in these next couple of corners. Into the hairpin now. Let's see how our exit is. We try and power out of the corner, and I know the traction breaks very easily in these cars, so we take it carefully, but we do lose a lot of time to the leaders. Now fast forward later in the lap, we're under pressure from Delatraz again, but we run a little bit wide, and we give Delatraz the room to go by, and we lose a place to him, and now we're under pressure from Lucas Weber. Weber to the outside, and he's dragging past us. We lost a lot of speed off that corner. Let's see if we can keep the position. We go down the inside of Weber again. He's still hanging it on the outside, but he slots in behind us once again, and we are chasing down Louis Delatraz, but I know sort of that I'm not good enough to be able to beat these AI, so I know that Delatraz will probably elude us. Now fast forward to lap 2, and we are under pressure from Lucas Weber again. Weber pulls to the outside. He's going to try and move on the rumble strip, and we make contact. My driver throws his arm up in the air, but we manage to keep the place. And we're still under pressure from Weber. The car gets a little bit loose. Weber will have a little bit more time to gain on us, and we're still fighting with Weber a lap later. Weber looks to the inside, and he goes to the inside. He's on our outside going into the next corner as well, and he slots in once again. We've defended the place, but we are still under a lot of pressure, and the cars behind him as well are looking pretty racy. I know there's 2 cars with me right now. Weber looks to be pulling to the inside. Weber pulls to the inside, and someone else is pulling to the outside. That's Alexander Albon. Albon to the outside. Weber... Oh, and we make contact with Albon, and Albon gets turned. 3 does not go into 1. It was only Weber and I that could make it through, but unfortunately Albon was a casualty of that. Now fast forward to lap 4, and we are still battling with our teammate. It looks like Devin Butler was actually right. He wouldn't do the same for us. He wouldn't let us through. And Weber goes through it once again. The team would be absolutely screaming at him on the radio, and now he's parking the bus. He's costing us even more time. And we're actually hitting the back of him as well. He's just parking it right now. We have DRS, so let's see if we can get past Weber. That Carlin rear wing is right in front of us. We look to have a run on Weber. Let's see if we can make a move to the inside. We try it on the inside. We go down the inside of Weber, and Weber's still holding it. We make a little bit of contact, but I've gotten through the chicane, and I get a warning for making contact with him, but still, it was only a little bit of wheel banging, and we're through. The team would be absolutely hating it, and Weber goes through again. We're slow off the corner, and we'll now be under pressure from the cars behind. We still have a bit of a run on Weber, and we try to look to the inside as well. We do cut the corner a little bit, but Weber's still able to hold it, and Weber's on the outside. He's going very, very slow though. We try another move, but he blocks us off. Again, the team would be absolutely furious with him pulling me up like that. And look at this. He's absolutely parking it. We cannot get through like this. And look, we're actually hitting him. He's so slow off the last corner, and now we've lost the rear end as well, and we've lost even more time. The team would not be happy with Lucas Weber for doing this. There's a championship on the line that he isn't in. Now fast forward to lap 5. We're going to try and challenge Weber again. Weber's slow. We make the dive bomb. We're going down the inside, and we make it through. We make it stick. And we're back through again. And Luca Giotto has also capitalized off us getting through on our teammate. And we've been able to get by him. But now we're also under pressure from Luca Giotto. Giotto... There's no contest down the straight, and we try to hold it around the outside, but we can't do it. We have to go across the track, and obviously that is an illegal overtake, so we'll have to give that place back. Giotto goes back through, and that leaves us vulnerable to Weber, who will have DRS. looks like Weber's pulling to the outside as well. Weber goes through, and we are down into P8. We tried again on Lucas Weber. We're down the inside, and it looks like we can just held the position for now, but I don't know how much longer we'll be able to hold it for. Giotto looks like he'll escape us for now, and we are almost at the end of this race now. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to win it. Fast forward later in the lap. We're on lap 5 now, and we lose the rear end going under the bridge, but we managed to hold it, and Weber's been able to capitalize. Weber goes down the inside, but he hits my rear wheel, and he gets turned, and he loses the places to Fuoco, and he will probably go to the back of the field as a short yellow flag, but he's back on track, and we've accidentally spun our teammate. Now, fast forward to the end of the race. We haven't been able to catch Devon, and Devon is F2 champion. Come home in P7.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
It's been my privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 2 World Champion. Here's our winner pulling their Prema into Parc Ferme then. What a fantastic race. Talk to me, Davide. Was it everything you hoped for?
Everything and more. He had it all. The rivalry, the tension, the excitement. These two drivers have been locked in fierce competition all season. And to see it comes down to head-to-head battle for the line like this, well, this kind of things doesn't happen very often. Devon's performance today has secured the championship, and he has every right to be proud of that. I'm just happy I was here to watch it.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you?
It was challenging, but the team really pulled together, and that shows in the result. And our sportsmanship's increased.
Well, you went into this final race with the championship in your grasp. How are you feeling about being so close but missing out?
It's disappointing, but I'd like to thank my team for their incredible hard work and support.
Well, we've been hearing rumours of a possible future for you in Formula 1. Care to comment?
All I can say is that I'd love the opportunity to race against the best in the world.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Devon, much as it hurts, we admit that was a great drive today. Congratulations. On the championship as well.
Well, I'm sure you thought you had me for a while, but I guess your luck just didn't hold out. Oh, I haven't got long. Could I have a quick word?
Sure.
Privately.
Oh, okay. I'll see you later then.
So, I'm sure you've probably already heard, but if you haven't, I'm going to be racing in the F1 Championship next year. Now, I don't know what your plans are, but let me give you some friendly advice. Don't try following me. For sure. You might get an offer from one of the smaller teams, probably someone desperate, and then you'll be stuck in P18 all season with car trouble. And you won't ever really be able to challenge me. But you stick it out here for another year, now that I'm gone, you've got a fighting chance of winning next year. And if you can manage that, I'm sure one of the larger teams would love to have you as a development driver. Oh, look out for yourself, yeah?
Man, he does not want to race you. Stay in F2? Ridiculous.
I was listening to the whole thing. Too bad for Devon, though. I'd be shocked if you don't have an F1 contract offer already. And if my deal pans out, man, his head is going to explode.
Ah, welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula One teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula One seat.
So this is now your opportunity to have a bearing on what I do in this career mode. Now you guys will get to pick the team that I go with for F1 2019. It doesn't have to be McLaren just because I was in their junior team. It can be any team that you want. You have 24 hours from when this video is uploaded to comment below. You get to have an input. If you want to see me in your favorite team, comment below and I will drive for them. And I'll leave you with that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.